Hello, fighters, survivors, and thrivers. Welcome to the Cancer Show. Today is Thankful Thursday, and I want to talk to you about something that I am thankful for, was thankful for, and will always be thankful for, and that is chemotherapy. Now, I know that sounds crazy, and you might be thinking, like, why would she be grateful for chemotherapy? It's so horrible. It makes me so sick. So many horrible side effects. It just, it almost kills me. But here's the thing. Chemotherapy is helping you live, survive. Yes, it is killing your good cells. This is true. But it's also killing the cancer cells. And that's why we get so sick. Because the chemotherapy is killing both the good and the bad. Okay? Sometimes you got to kill the good with the bad to move forward. And that's why your system is so compromised. That's why your immunity to everything is so low. That's why you have so many horrible side effects. But here's the deal. This is a traditional treatment. If you decide to go alternative, that's a whole different conversation. But if you are going to go through chemotherapy, just think about all the people around the world and even here in America that don't even have that option. That's not an option for them. Or they don't even have medical, or they don't even know to get chemotherapy. You would be shocked how many people do not take care of themselves, do not get checked, do not get breast exams, colonoscopies, have things checked on their body that need to be, checked at certain points in their life, or they may have something that's bothering them and they don't even go to the doctor. That's mostly fear, in my opinion. But the point is, the fact that we have the option to have chemo, to receive chemo, the fact that we live in a country where we are going to be comfortable while getting chemo in hospitals or chemo centers or clinics where we have beds, we have blankets, nurses that know what they're doing, doctors that are highly educated. Even when I was going through chemo, somebody would come along with the little cart offering drinks and cookies, and it's usually somebody who's been through cancer, so somebody to talk to. I mean, we have counselors, we have mentors. There's so many advantages that we have, where there's so many people in the world don't even have the option to have chemotherapy. And it's heartbreaking. You've seen pictures of those, pop-up hospitals, and people are on these, tiny, they're not even beds, they're like mattresses this thin. I mean, it's just, we're so spoiled. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Wow, it's been a while, love. I hope everything is going well, and your family is healthy and working their way through COVID. Canada is much more strict. Well, they're not much more strict than America, but Canadians listen. They're better at following the rules than Americans. That's basically what I've seen throughout this process. I could be wrong, but there seems to be less pushback with the masks and things like that in Canada. But anyways, back on topic with chemotherapy. So yeah, we're actually spoiled to have the option to have chemo in comfortable places with knowledgeable, educated professionals who know what they're doing. And that is not something that we should take for granted. That is something that we should be so thankful for. so thankful for. So when I like go to other countries, I definitely think, oh gee, what if I had to go to the hospital? Like there's so many places that I would not want to be in. If I was like sick, if I got sick or hurt, like I want to be in probably, you know, the US or Canada and in a city. Honestly, we're so lucky. We're so blessed. So in speaking about the chemo, and I've mentioned this before, I invite you to embrace the chemo and not to look at it as your enemy, but your partner, okay? Your partner in getting better. So what I did when I was going through chemo, I would sit down, they would have the two bags. One would be the saline and one would have the chemo dripping down. They, connect you to your port or your stent or whatever it was, maybe just into your vein. But most people have a stent or a port. And before they would start the process, I would bless the chemo. I would say a prayer. And as it poured down in, from the tube and into my bloodstream, my veins, I would just think of it as like this powerful, magical potion just pouring into my body, this liquid gold, this water, youthful, healthy, vibrant water, liquid gold full of energy and power, and it's just cleansing my body. That's how I would visualize it. Okay, I would see it as magical, flowing drops of power just flowing through my body, just cleansing my body, just giving me strength, giving me energy, give me light, give me peace, give me calm. And they would change the bag and I would do the same thing. And then I would meditate. I would meditate after it was in me and I would see it flowing through my body. And I do this in meditation on Mondays. So please join me for that. I do a cleanse, like a visual cleanse. And sometimes I'll use water or I'll use light or sometimes I use Pac-Man or a broom or whatever it is. But it's a visual cleansing of the body. And that's what I would think of as chemo. And I would not be angry with my chemo or curse my chemo. I'd be grateful, thank you. And, give it a name that is powerful and positive, like pure, healthy, liquid gold, which I mentioned before, or, like water of life, or, let's see, survivor fluid or thriver fluid, or, whatever it is, a waterfall of luxurious nutrients, whatever it is. Use words that are positive and active and see those words in the liquid, in the water, in the chemo as it flows down from your head all the way down into your toes. Okay, and embrace the chemo and thank the chemo. Partner with your therapy. It will help you. And as you're sitting there receiving your chemo, look around and, see who you're next to. And if they're sitting there and they seem lonely, greet them, say hello. If they want to talk, they'll talk. If they don't want to talk, they'll let you know. But don't sit there and harbor on what is going on with you and how upset you may be or angry. Don't cause yourself that kind of stress. Now you can watch Netflix or anything on your phone, or your tablet or your iPad or whatever. You can have a conversation, you can read a book, or you can listen to a book. There's so many options. But to sit there just like wasting your time, just waiting for it to be over. Just think of it as like going to the spa. When you're at the spa, you're never waiting for it to be over, right? You want that massage to go longer. You want to sit in that jacuzzi just a little longer. You want to, lay and relax with that smell of lavender and cucumber and just all the wonderful spa smells. You don't want that to go by fast. So, although you're gonna be at the chemo center from 3 to 5 hours, in my experience. I don't know of anybody that goes in quicker than that, unless they're doing like a maintenance thing. So use that time to your benefit. Use it to elevate your mind, your body, and your soul. Okay, so that is my Thankful Thursday. I'm thankful for chemotherapy, and I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to choose chemotherapy as a way to heal, to survive, and to thrive. When people talk to me about COVID, I'm like, oh, I'm good. No, I follow all the rules. I do. Don't get me wrong. But they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I had, 8 months of chemotherapy and I had 2 months of radiation. So I feel like I'm protected. It's almost like I've been, preserved. It's a joke, of course, but I do feel healthier. There's something about going through a cancer treatment, you feel healthier. Maybe it's because I am healthier, and I don't eat a lot of the things that I used to eat, like dairy, and I just make I don't want to say better food choices, but I probably eat less red meat. I'm more towards the vegan side than I was before. Like I have oat milk. If somebody had told me that I was not drinking milk, I put milk in my tea. They're like, you're going to be using oat milk in your tea. And I'd be like, I will not use oat milk. Or, I use vegan cheese now. I mean, vegan cheese, to me, that was unheard of. So I have to giggle at myself, because I used to I had the idea of going to Whole Foods was such a different idea to me. I thought that was people that were just eating bean sprouts all day long. And now I love Whole Foods, as you know. Love Whole Foods. I get excited to go to Whole Foods. Really, I love all the food at Whole Foods, and it's so good, and it never causes me any harm when I eat it. When I eat the food there, because it's all natural. It's so good. It's all natural, and I mean, I have to stick to what I'm supposed to or not supposed to, what best serves my body. So dairy, for instance. Dairy, I don't eat any dairy, or very little dairy. Sometimes I have cheese, charcuterie. I do like charcuterie, but it's very small amounts. All right, gang. That's it for today. Thankful Thursday. Thankful for chemotherapy. If any of you are having trouble, if you're struggling through your treatment, please message me, and I'd be more than happy to jump on a call with you. And also check out Cancer Tip Tuesday, and also I have lots of meditations. Most of them are about 20 to 30 minutes, and workouts. If you go to The Cancer Show, and that's on YouTube, and I've got all kinds of videos for you to watch there as well. All right. Okay, daily mantra: I am healthy, I am happy, I am whole. I am healthy, I'm happy, I'm whole. One more time like you mean it. Say it. I am healthy, I am happy, I am whole. Thank you for joining me. See you tomorrow.